Hey guys, in this video I'm making bouillon. I have shallots, carrots, tomatoes, um, celery, green onion, and I'm gonna add some garlic. I'm adding different types of meat. I have some crab, I have goat meat, I have this bone marrow. It gives it a nice flavor. And I also have some ribs. Alright, so I have the yum here. We need to add some lime juice to avoid it from browning. And this I picked up from my garden today. Yellow yum. Oh, I love that. So we're putting some lime juice, and here I have butter, thyme. I added a few more things, bay leaves and the spinach, garlic. I'm gonna dump everything in here. I also have some moringa from my garden, so I'm gonna pick out the leaves and put some moringa. Moringa is high in iron. It's a miracle plant. It is very nutritious. Alright guys, so I just boiled the meat. This is something I always do. I always put the lime juice. This is some thyme, like stems, and also some scallions. The stem, like the green end part or the top part. So anything that's gonna bring some aroma, smelling good to the goat meat, because it's sometimes it's like if you don't know how to prepare it, it has a strong, very unpleasant scent. So you want to make sure that you prepare it well, it smells good. And then now I'm going to marinate the meat. Then I have my moringa, chop them, and pretty much everything is prepped. We call this malanga. I just picked it up from my garden. Beautiful. This is what the malanga looks like after you peel it. Alright guys, I'm adding my dry spices. Again, all natural, organic. And we're gonna marinate this for, add some lime juice. Guys, I'm gonna squeeze some lime juice on the crabs. Make sure you scrub it, wash it well, rinse it. Right now I'm adding the meat. Right now, making sure they have a nice sear. Some pepper, and now I'm going to add I'm gonna even add the carrots. Normally I would add it towards the end. Great and smelling good. I'm like adding some lime juice and a bit of salt. The type of salt I use, rock salt. Alright guys, now I'm going to add some water. It's always good to have warm water set on the side instead of adding cold water to your food. I'm just going to make the food wet. It's like cold. As you guys know, I don't use tomato paste in my food, so most of the time my bouillon is like green because of all the greens in it, the spinach and all that stuff. And in here I have some tomatoes that I get from my garden. So, and then from browning the meat too, it brings out some colors. And this, I'm gonna cover it, let it cook. And when the meat is starting to cook, then I'm gonna add the vegetables, because the vegetables only take about 20 minutes, 15-20 minutes to cook. But this takes a long time, and if I just add the vegetables in it now, it's just gonna be soggy. It's just gonna fall apart. So we don't want that. We want the vegetables to stay nice and firm, cooked of course. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start making boy, which is flour mixed with water and some salt. We have a nice reduction. We're gonna add more water and start adding the vegetables. Again, it's always good to have warm water on the side. Add this, and don't worry, this is gonna get the color. It just needs some acidity. So once it starts getting the acidity from the meat, it's gonna turn back to yellow. So you want the dough to be like this, like a, what do you call that? The thing you play with? Play-Doh, basically. Yeah, and then my daughter is going to demonstrate how you roll it. Both hands. Bring your hand down. She's been making this since she was like 2 years old. Beautiful. You can keep rolling. Give me a nice boy. So make sure you incorporate the flour. Sometimes they're stuck together if you feel like it's kind of watery. So you just have to incorporate it and work it. And you want it like to be like this.
Done.
Beautiful. I got this boys ready. And I'm gonna move this to the side, that way they can get cooked. Just cooking very quickly. Add more water. You can add the chicken stock or beef stock, whatever. But I'm just adding water. I just want to get this over with, really. And as you're adding water, you also want to make sure you're tasting it, that way you're not losing flavor. So you have to adjust flavor as needed. I'm just gonna let this cook. It smells so good. And I'm going to also add some lime juice. And some butter. The boy, because it has flour, it's gonna thicken your sauce. Well, the bouillon. So even if it looks watery, don't worry about it. Once it starts to cook, it's gonna thicken up because of the flour. And what I do with it is cut it like this, and I'm going to blend it, put it in the sauce. Oh my gosh, it's just gonna add so much flavor. Amazing. So you want to make sure that it's cooked. It looks cooked to me, and I'm going to start blending it. All right, guys, I used some of the sauce to blend the malanga, and I'm going to add it in the bouillon. Like I said, it brings some great, incredible flavor. And then add some more butter. Everything is looking great. Smells great. The veggies are almost ready. Like I was telling you guys, don't worry because it's the, you know, the acidity of the bouillon is gonna make the yum turns back yellow. So now it's just a matter of waiting for it to thicken up, and that's it. Another secret, guys, coconut milk. In Haiti, just about everything from la bouillie to almost, I think the only thing they don't put coconut milk is making when they're making omelette or maybe lalo, but just about everything they make they put coconut milk, and that is really it. You know, it brings out, it balances the flavor. This is looking out so good. It tastes delicious. Delicious. You want this one? Yeah. This is very good. You have to wait. Oh, she's kissing me. She's so happy I made it for her. Like it? Good. And this is the bone marrow, like this. Alright guys, now this is the final stage of the bouillon. I have some boy, some crab, and the goat meat, the moringa. Everything is so good. Perfect. This is really good. As you can see, there's very little grease on my bouillon because grease is not what makes the food good. MSG, you can eat very healthy and not have to add Maggi with everything that you're making. I haven't used Maggi for at least 6-7 years now. You need to just add good garlic, good seasoning, you know, salt and pepper, scallions. That's what makes your food good. Thyme is very good. And this is so good, guys. So good.